everyone. So today I want to talk about my top 5 favorite things about living in Japan. So I'm going to go in increasing order. So let's start with number 5. Number 5 might seem a bit silly, but I actually really like the fashion in Japan. So the fashion I think is very comfortable, but there's no athleisure. So people don't wear workout clothes unless they're actually working out, like going for a run or at the gym. They don't wear workout clothes to the supermarket or while they're running errands. I also really like the fact that people dress up or wear uniforms to work. It's very common to wear suits in a business setting here. So for example, when I worked at a school, I had to wear a suit every day. Now, a lot of people might not like that, but I personally do. I don't think suits are that uncomfortable. And I think it looks everybody look nice and professional, and you can distinctly know who the employees are. Yeah, people here wear uniforms a lot to their work. So for example, at 7-Eleven or a restaurant, people wear uniforms. So I think it's really nice. It makes everybody look really clean, put together, unified. So personally, I do like that. I do like the style of Japan. I will try to insert some pictures so you can get an idea. So just to give you a little sample, I bought these pants. So they kind of look like khakis or whatever, but they are really wide all the way down and they're super comfortable. They actually fit me way better than the pants in America. Like, I'm a super odd shape, like I have a tiny waist but a big bum. So it's super hard to find things that fit me. They just always fall off because I need them to fit in the butt, but I never have to pull these up, ever. They just stay on my body and I love it. Earth tones are really popular these days, and also white shirts with black thin stripes are super popular. So this shirt is what I'm talking about. So like, it still looks nice, but it's kind of loose fitting and comfortable, yeah. And then I also have this shirt. Sorry, it's a little wrinkly because it's dirty, but it has these really cute sleeves and it's just really cute, but again, a little bit loose fitting, but cute at the same time. I love it. Yeah, number 5 is fashion. So moving on to number 4, it is the people and people in service as well. So Japanese people in general are very friendly actually, and helpful too. So if you come to Japan to visit and you get lost or you don't know where you're going, people will help you out. You just ask, and you don't really need to know like a ton of Japanese. You can just know like one phrase, like "Toire wa doko desu ka?" Where's the bathroom? And they'll help you out. They will try and help you out. For example, I mean, there has been plenty of times I've gotten lost on public transportation. One time I was on my way back from the airport. I had come back from visiting my family in the States, and I accidentally got on the wrong train. And I was not going in the right direction, and I didn't know what to do, so one of the employees who worked on the train, like, I just showed them my ticket and I said, "Chigaimasu, chigaimasu, it's wrong, it's wrong." I don't speak Japanese very well, but if you know some words and phrases, it's enough to get you around. So he is super helpful. He pulled out his iPad, he had the schedule on, and he told me exactly what platform number, what stop to get off. He was so helpful. And then another time, my sister came to visit and we got on the wrong bus. And we took the bus to the end of the stop, we got off, and then we got back on, and then we rode it back to where we started. And the bus driver, he didn't charge us. He was like, I understand you got on the wrong bus, it's okay. Okay, number 3. So number 3 is the food. More specifically, like lunch and dinner time. So a lot of people just associate Japan with sushi, and don't get me wrong, the sushi here is amazing. It is so good, especially where I live. I live in a place known for its sushi, and it is yum yum yum. But there's so many other Japanese dishes that I highly recommend you try. Like honestly, there's really hasn't been too much that I haven't liked that I've tried. So yeah, of course there are other stereotypical dishes like ramen and curry and stuff like that, and those are good too, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking for some other options for noodles, there are udon and soba. Those are really yummy. And there are other meat dishes like yakitori. So yakitori is a like meat on a stick basically, but they have different kind of sauces. It's really good. Sukiyaki. Sukiyaki is super good. It's something really popular here in the winter time. So basically it's like a hot pot dish. So you have a broth and you put, you know, meat, tofu, vegetables, mushrooms. You can kind of customize it a little bit. Oyakudan. We actually recently just made oyakudan at home. That's really good. So that's like an egg dish with rice and chicken. Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is really good. I highly recommend it to people who come here on vacation because not only does it taste very good, but if you go to an okonomiyaki restaurant, you get to make it yourself, which is really fun. You have this big grill in front of you, and it's kind of like a pancake, but not sweet. It's like pancake batter and then cabbage, and then you can customize what's in it, like whatever meat or seafood or anything, and then you cook it on your grill and then when it's done you can put toppings on it, so like barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, you know, seasonings. It's really good. Highly recommend it. There's so much good food in Japan. Number 2 is the cost of living. So I live in the country of Japan, and the cost of living here really isn't that bad. If you live in Tokyo or a major city, it could be a little bit more pricey, but here in the country, it's pretty decent. For example, the apartment I used to live in, converting to dollars, it was about $550, a little less than that. So really not that bad at all. When you go grocery shopping, if you buy typical ingredients for Japanese food, they're really inexpensive, like rice and soy sauce and mirin and mushrooms and that stuff, daikon. Even going out to eat really isn't that bad. Depending on the restaurant, of course, but usually if we go to a restaurant, the 2 entrees and maybe a dessert or an appetizer comes to about $20. However, Japan is an island, so if you do want to buy import stuff, it can get a little pricier. So now we don't live in an apartment anymore. We are fortunate enough to have a house now, so we don't have to pay rent. There are a lot of taxes in Japan, like resident tax, property tax, I don't know, community tax, whatever. But overall, you can have a very comfortable life in Japan, especially if you live in the country. Okay, anyways, let's move on to number 1. So number 1 is safety. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. They have a very low crime rate, and there are many factors that go into that. I think I read somewhere that the top 2 crimes in Japan were umbrella theft and bicycle theft. And I think that's pretty true. Like, since I've been here, my umbrella has been stolen twice, and actually my husband has had his bike stolen once, but he got his bike back. So the person returned it. They just took it for like a week and then they parked it back where they found it. I don't know. Also, there was one time I left my wallet in the train station. I went back later that day. Someone had found it and turned it into the security, and everything was in there. Nothing was taken, even all the money I had. Like, I don't have to worry about walking to the convenience store when it's dark out. It took me a while to kind of get used to that, like walking by myself to places. Now, of course, I'm not saying that violence never happens in Japan. It does, but just far less than most other countries. If there ever comes a day where we're allowed to go on vacation again, I highly recommend Japan. It's a great place for a vacation, I think. I went here on vacation like 4 or 5 years ago and I loved it so much I moved here, so I highly recommend it. I think it's a great place for a vacation. Good food, nice people, and it's super safe. So yeah, those are my top 5 favorite things about Japan. Have you ever been to Japan? What do you like about Japan? Let me know. But that's everything for now. I'll see you next time. Bye.